Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Amber Room's Central Valley Nights, the South San Joaquin Valley's #1 source for everything that's happening locally. No matter the event, venue, or subject, we'd like to highlight you here. Let's keep the South San Joaquin Valley alive and vibrant. Tell us about where your band is playing, when your play opens, where you will be, and why. Are you the promoter, the band, the DJ, a comedian, poet, drag queen? Let us know where you're going to be and when. Let the Amber Room shout you out, interview you, promote you. The Amber Room is here for you and your fans. Tune in to us Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And now, coming to you live from the Amber Room studios, Troy Kromberg. And through the red door we go. Hey, everybody. I know it's Sunday instead of Thursday night at 7 like I would talk about, but we have a good reason to talk, and it's these two guys right here, which are a small, and I do mean a small fraction of the entire band, Ceiba. Got George, I believe it's Lizaola?
Yes, sir.
Lizaola. I said it right, I'm shocked.
Yeah, we got it, man.
Bernie Garcia over here. These are two of, I believe, you're also a founding member?
He is now.
Oh, I am now.
He's worked his way to.
Well, let's call these guys founding members of one of the biggest and hottest bands going on in this valley. And I can definitely say that with legitimacy. They're badass. They're actually going to get ready to go to an event coming up here. That's why we're going to start talking about all this. There's a big event coming up October 7th here in town. Actually, Tulare, right around the corner. And that is called the Central Valley Music Awards. And that is October 7th, 2023, right around the corner. It's a red carpet event, $20. Tulare Memorial Building, 1771 East Tulare Avenue. And I am pretty sure the tickets are supposed to be going up, and that never is any fun, so I would buy them sooner than later. I think they're available centralvalleymusicawards.com. You can get them directly from there, and I would definitely be going if I were you. You're going to see these guys walking down a red carpet, and I'll tell you why right now. They're going to be there for this reason. They're nominated for 3 categories. 3. Not just 1, 3. I believe they won. You guys can tell me, last year, what'd you win for?
Yeah, last year we won the best band.
Best band.
Best band.
Best band. Good deal, good deal. And, you know, our good friend Bernie here, he has another little attribution to the Central Valley Music Awards. He's also a member of the band August, and they were given a Lifetime Achievement Award last year as well. So, Bernie, he's pretty busy in this town. We'll talk about that later. Back to us here. There we are. So, yeah, these guys, they make me feel good. And we're going to talk about that as well. That's one of the songs that they got, or the song they got nominated for in that category. They got nominated for Best Band, Best Reggae Artist or Performer, and for the song Feels Good. So 3 categories, and I'd be willing to bet they're going to win more than one, if not all 3. So, yeah. Let's talk about the band, guys. Let's start with what happened since you won the CM Bank. What happened in that respect? How have you grown as a band?
You know what? A lot of people have, reached out, especially through social media.
Yeah, that's our way of talking anymore, more than the
Yeah.
old way.
Right?
Yeah. Social media, big time.
Stays connected in many ways, that facet.
Yeah, big time. You know, we got a lot of support, from people throughout, the different types of genres and types of music in Fresno. You know, there's cover music, there's original music, there's, big band stuff, but it's been a diverse kind of support altogether, I think. And it had a big reason was because of the CVMAs last year.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you guys, you do bring that diversity. I mean, I would call you almost like roots culture in a lot of ways.
you've got a lot of different elements and styles of music from across the world. It's almost an international sound in many ways. You've got the horns and the synths and the congas and many things all poured into one bowl, and it has a real specific way of feeling good, like the song.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think you nailed it. That was one thing that we wanted when we started the band, is we didn't want to lose out on the things that we wanted to be part of the music. So it's hard having, I think right now we're at 7, but we were at 8 pieces for the longest time. So it's hard to have an 8-piece band, and book gigs and everybody say yes, and we're all parents, and
I can't even imagine.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So
it's just like to book a practice so you can learn to play the songs.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of nuts sometimes, but we didn't want to. That's the music. That's the sound that we wanted to go for. So we did it. And it's relentless. We just keep trying, and sometimes people are busy, and sometimes we get good luck.
Yeah. So do you find within that, I know a couple of, I would call them collectives here. There's another one local, No Voodoo here. He's out of, I guess you call it Lemoore, yeah. And he does a collective like that. I just saw him out at Dead Rat a couple weeks ago, 7-piece. And they rotate on stage. The drummer's playing bass, and the guy doing congas is now doing the vocal.
Yeah.
It's just, and it has a vibe, man. You feel a special way when you see shit like that.
Yeah.
It's a little different than just watching some people play. I remember it was a sad feeling in the reverse way. I had the privilege of seeing Judas Priest down in Bakersfield on their farewell tour, and their lead singer, who's known for his voice in every way, shape, and form, spent the biggest part of the show having the audience sing for him.
Oh man.
He just screaming for vengeance.
No.
Just like.
Oh man.
It didn't feel good.
No.
It wasn't like your song.
I always felt that was like a cop out,
Yeah. Oh man.
Especially when you're gonna get to a note that's like super high, you're like.
Yeah. And when you're famous for it, oh my gosh. And I can't knock him. I've made bigger mistakes, in my life. But yeah, it was like, wow, I can't believe I'm watching this right now.
Oh man.
So, what brought you guys together? Specifically, 8 people. They don't just show up in an alley somewhere.
No.
For bad reasons.
No, it was like chasing the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Actually, me and Omar worked together, our bass player.
Gotcha.
And we'd always be at work, and we worked at a place called Best Buy Distribution Center in Dinuba. I don't know. I did a little name drop there, but it was like a prison, at least when I worked there.
Don't talk about corporations, bro. I hate that shit.
And me and Omar would always talk about man, let's get a band together, man, so we can play some music and just have fun on the weekends, make a little money, just cover stuff, and through one of the players that was playing with us at the time, we met Luis, our lead singer, who showed me, and we were a garage band for like 2 years before we even touched the stage.
Right. It takes a minute.
Yeah, and
develop.
Just trying to.
We just wanted to sound right, We didn't want to.
Especially when you've got a lot of levels of flavor in your music.
Right. Yeah, and we all have been playing music for years and years and years around this Fresno area, and in cover bands and stuff. So we all kind of already know music. Now we just wanted to do the right kind of music that we enjoyed.
Right.
But anyway, we met Lewis through a mutual friend, and he came over, and then we started just mashing up some original stuff. And Lewis, he's an all-around guy, man. So the music isn't, the lyrics aren't written and sang by me. It's by a super educated man.
Yes.
Who does it all.
Least.
Yeah, so Feels Good is actually, I'm going to take a little detour. Feels Good is actually about, inspired by his oldest daughter, him being out. He's a military man, so him being out and, coming home and seeing your family and, and getting that feeling. It feels good coming home, surrounded by family music, home.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I didn't realize there was a layer, I guess, of PTSD within that. Where, well, not in a bad way, but
Yeah, no, no.
If you're coming home from the military, depending on who and where you were. It talks about being in a dark, cloudy place,
right?
And coming home to the sunshine.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that has a lot of meaning to it.
Yeah, no, and he explains it too. If you ever talk to him, it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
he was,
it's
it's
giving me a little
lonely.
bit of tears, man.
Yeah, it's
from
lonely. It's
family.
hard. And you come home and it feels good. You're with the people you love, and Anyway, we meet Lewis, who hits us with all these beautiful songs, and he's more of a singer-songwriter with an acoustic guitar, and I'm more of kind of a orchestrator where I can hear acoustic guitar and put it into something that, for me, I'm a huge reggae fan, so.
Well, the way you arrange, man.
Yeah. So I arrange it. I give it to Lewis, kind of a basic arrangement. I tell him, hey, what do you think? And he gives me his input, and then I share it with the guys. And,
I have a song after we get off that I want to talk to you about that you might want to arrange.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm in.
So,
I'm in.
It'll be a secret till then.
Yeah, no. But to go back to your question, after we met Lewis, we just knew what we wanted in terms of a sound, big reggae fundamental sound with just our heritage and our inspirations and each member's little bit added to it, and that's what comes out, and along the way people liked what we were making, and we gained people like Bernie and Chase Sanborn and
Chase, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, we have a crazy good crew right now.
You've got a pot of gold.
Yeah,
as far as music goes, it's
we just got Jose Esparza from White Glove Service.
Oh wow.
So professional.
Yeah, phenomenal drummer.
Super cool guy. We have a really cool group right now, and we're all friends. We're not just a bunch of hired guns or anything. We're friends. We get along, and it's been fun and easy.
Yeah, and then I have a little tie-in to you in a weird way. We always talk about these weird 6 degrees of separation, but you're from Reedley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Reedley.
Oh, there you go.
Born and raised.
Good man.
You used to come to shows at this house.
Yep.
For a band called Zigzag.
All the time.
And at the end of this show, there's going to be an outro with some Hendrixy national anthem. And it's actually from the guy Anthony we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Anthony right now. If he's
Anthony.
Anthony Souza.
We love you.
Yeah. You want to talk about a musician? Oh my God.
No, it's more like the six degrees of Anthony Souza.
Right. Yeah. Who does he not know?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, that house.
Yeah.
That was my grandma's house.
Oh, man.
And before it came into possession of Anthony's family, that was my grandma's house. So you used to chill and party and play music and the whole 9 yards in my grandma's house.
Your grandma's house was legendary.
Poppin', man, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we all know each other.
Beautiful
somehow.
place. Shout out to Anthony's Pozole also.
Right? Now, that I never had.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have
You heard
to
that,
try
Anthony?
some now.
You heard that?
If you're watching this, please make some for us.
Yeah, you owe it's Sunday, bro. Where the hell
And
are
it's
you?
Sunday.
And where's the pozole?
Vámonos, Anthony.
Oh, man. It's making me hungry.
I know, right?
So anyway, I was gonna ask you if you know. I asked you before the show so you could kind of get an idea. Do you have a cumulative idea of how many years you guys have all been playing music?
Dang, it's over 100 years for sure.
Oh, I can't imagine it not. I mean, how long have you been playing, George?
Me, probably for maybe 20 years. We'll just say 20 years.
20, and then Bernie?
Yeah, probably the same thing.
Yeah, 20,
man, since
20.
we were kids.
Yeah, and then Omar,
Elementary,
another
man.
20. Lewis, he's been playing for, maybe 30. Chase, since he was probably a kid.
Same thing.
So it's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so you guys probably on stage, it would be easy to estimate 150 years.
I would say, yeah, that's pretty good.
I
We'll
mean,
just say
with a
150.
7-piece and
Yeah.
the level of quality on that stage and how long it takes to get there, you don't just wake up one morning and go, I'm going to play music. And
Right.
there's not many virtuosos in this world.
No.
They're non-existent almost.
And it's cool, man, because, like, we all come from different backgrounds of music, you know. George used to play with, a Tejano band,
Yeah,
right?
Ruben y la Nueva Onda.
Yes.
Ruben.
Wow.
And so we all come from different,
Shout out
you
Ruben
know-
Betancourt.
Yes, Ruben. So
Quick-
it's kind of
quick-
cool to
quick-
bring it together.
Quick thing, I actually wouldn't have started this band if it wasn't for Ruben Betancourt. He showed me the ropes, man.
Oh, wow.
Ruben, shout out, man.
There it is.
What do you, when you say showed you the ropes, what do you mean by that?
So basically, I would play in bands, and nothing was ever serious. Well, when I played with Ruben, these guys, I don't know if you guys ever been around, like, Spanish
Dude,
music, Spanish
I know
musicians.
all about it. Let me tell you.
Tejano, Progressive Tejano, shout out Progressive Tejano, is a different monster as well, man. So not only that, he showed me the ropes on Progressive Tejano, but he also showed me how to be professional in terms of sound, how to have a good mix,
Yeah.
a good system, lights, how to be an entertainer, how to have a show, so.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
We're standing in a studio. I used to work in the radio industry, and it wasn't on this end. It was on the other end. I wasn't behind the mic. I was putting the mics in the studio.
Gotcha, yeah.
And there's a reason we're standing today. Do you know why that is? Because when you stand in a Latin radio studio, just like when you sing, you don't sit on the fucking stage and sing.
Right.
You stand.
Right.
You got lungs.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
enunciate. Cumbia, cumbia, cumbia.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was all about. And so, right? And
Cumbia King.
some of the places I promote right now that I share on my Facebook, and you can go to my Facebook page, Central Valley Nights, the Amber Room, Central Valley Nights. I post daily anything in the South Valley, what's happening and going on. And Porterville is popping. I believe it's called El Revento over there or something like that.
Porterville.
Forgive me for, oh, dude, every Saturday night, man, they got a full brass band.
Oh, damn.
They're all dressed to the nines, like you said. They're professional.
Yeah.
When I was in the radio industry, I'm getting away from the mic and screwing it up, but practice. You gotta get like this. Not like
Hey.
this. But anyway, yeah, when I was in the radio industry, there was Anglo music, and you'd have a bunch of interns there, and they were all there for the free tickets and all the shit like that,
Right.
and everything else. It was kind of what it was. And then you get into Latin music. And it doesn't matter the market. I was in Bakersfield, I was in Fresno, and every DJ probably was in 4 bands.
Yeah.
And he was promoting them.
Yeah.
And he was busy as hell. And they were good bands. And they were making money. And they were in a club every Friday and Saturday night.
That's the thing too. You're making at least $100 a night. That's
Yeah.
minimum.
And with a 12-piece.
Yeah.
So yeah. So to give 12 guys $100,
Yeah.
you're doing something.
Yeah, no, they. You know what it is they don't. They won't sabotage their dignity and their.
Right.
They want what they deserve.
And they deserve it.
And they deserve it. Honestly, all musicians deserve to get paid. It's just
yes, you do.
you're
And
really not going to get the money if you hold hard to it. You might, but it's not easy, man. So they don't budge. They say this
Yeah.
is what we
Well,
want.
Well, you got to walk in the door that way.
Right,
And,
right,
and
yeah.
when all your band comes in and matching suits and boots and you got, in-ear monitors and the whole 9, and you're just ripping the place apart. And there's
Right.
100 women in there dancing and screaming, and yeah.
You couldn't get paid enough, to do
Yeah.
music. It's all day thing. It's not easy, but we do it. It is what it is. But yeah, they won't budge. They want to get paid what they get paid, and
Well,
that's
how it
that, and that's what I learned. You got to have that. You have to understand that. And I know that there's been a few times where they wanted Fresno musicians to get together and kind of form a union, and have that understanding is what we deserve. But if you guys are out there, hey, are we gonna start a revolution or what?
All right. No, then, well, it's a two-edged sword. Anything that gets corporatized over time. You know, and that's why I'm doing stuff like this. I wanted to talk to the local guys,
Right,
be
yeah.
the local voice.
It's a push-pull, you know.
Yeah, and you know, I would rather gear these talks and shows, Central Valley Music Awards. That isn't some corporate thing putting on by some other deal.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
a local promoter doing a big thing and doing right by it.
A good thing.
Right,
Yeah, a
great
good thing. You know, he's shouting out to the locals and making it important. And there's not much better than that.
Yeah. Nope. Right on. Amen.
Amen.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, let's move on over and talk to you about one other thing. Where are you guys going to be? What's going on? Where are you going to be? I hear you're going to be out in Watsonville, right?
Yeah. So our next show we got is up in Watsonville, October 6th. This one's put on by our friends at the 831 Roots Productions. Steve-O, shout out. Salinas.
Steve-O. Thank you,
Yeah,
Steve-O.
Steve-O.
So he put us together with a band from Costa Rica called Earth Strong.
Oh, right
Super
on.
cool
Multi
band.
content or country. Wow.
Yeah, super cool band. Check them out. And we're gonna be out there hanging out with our friends in the I believe this is like the Monterey area.
Yeah, Watsonville, I would say that. Yeah, Watsonville, Monterey, some real nice area through there.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast out there. We've been chatting up. We've been friends online for a while with the area, so we're gonna see them for the first time, and it's gonna be a blast. I'm sure we're gonna make it pop out there.
Definitely.
Oh, sure. Watsonville, really nice district, so you ought to have fun and have a good time there. Cerveceros Union Tap Room, Watsonville, California. We got Ceiba with Earth Strong, Friday, October 6th, 410 Rodriguez Street. It's a $15 cover, 21 and over. If you're in the area, you should stop by. Beer's good, music's good, vibes are good. I'm sure it's going to be a smoky room. Where else you going to be, man? I also hear you're going to be in not Watson.
Tascaderos.
Tascaderos,
Yes, sir.
that's right. I said it right.
The fall festival out there. They invited
wow.
us out there on the 18th. Not sure what time yet, but we'll be posting that, and we'll make sure all of our guys are.
Yeah, well, you got a little time to figure those things out. We're trying to
Yeah.
get ahead of the game
We'll
for
have it
good
on our
reasons.
social media.
Yeah, Friday, November 17th through Sunday, November 19th. It's a free admission event, family friendly. There's going to be carnival rides, games, over 35 bands,
Yeah, a lot
Ceiba
of
being one of the
music.
big ones. 2 stages. There's going to be 60 merchant and food vendors. It's pretty much anything for anybody. It's at the Sunken Gardens in downtown Atascadero. It's a gorgeous building. Gorgeous place. It's one of the largest events in the whole entire San Luis Obispo County. If you're in the area or if you're a Central Coast person, this is probably the event you're going to want to be at, especially the 18th. Ceiba is going to be there. We'll tell you what stage and what time as it comes to find out. So yeah, I mean, you guys are really popping in every way. I can't believe it. And you know, we talked about Bernie. It's like, what does Bernie not do? We didn't really totally go into that. We talked about a couple of facets of Bernie here, but Bernie Garcia, this guy is tied into almost anything that's worth knowing about in this town as far as events.
I can tell you how we got in contact with Bernie.
Yeah.
And
How
Tell
was
the
that?
story. Tell the story.
and I can tell you what kind of effect Bernie has taken on us already. So basically, when we started, we were just music. We didn't have any horn section, and we knew a guy from Irie Sun back in the day. Omar, our bass player, used to play for that band, and they had a horn player who was just crazy good, and he loves reggae, and he went out to get his master's in Long Beach. His name's Tanner.
Yes,
Tanner. Big ups, Tanner. So we met Tanner. We called him. We said, "Hey, we got these original songs, and we want horns on them." And he was like, "Oh, dude, I'll do it." Just this guy is incredibly talented. It's crazy. And anyway, he wrote the horn lines, a 3-part section for all of our songs. And in that, he was like, "Hey, I actually have horn players too." So not only did he give us our horn sheets and our horn lines, he gave us horn players, Chase and Bernie being one of them.
Wow.
Yes, I remember that text message. I was at work and get a message from Tanner. Go, hey man, what are you doing after work tonight? And I think this was like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. I'm like, nothing. What's up? He goes, I have these charts that I'm working on, and I want to see how they're gonna sound. And if you're free, I'd love to have you come down. I'm like, yeah. So he gave me the address, and boom, Ceiba. Got to meet everyone, George, and the magical journey is taken off after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
like it.
And now Bernie, and we didn't know anything about really Bernie. I've met him, maybe I've seen him on stage a couple times when I was with Ruben, in certain, because Ruben would play
Selma
with
gig.
August a lot, and I was like, man, that guy would be sick in my band. Next thing you know, he's walking in my front door.
Wow.
And then we find out that he's a insanely good sound guy.
One of the best in town.
Yeah, so now he just took over that aspect. Like it's that kind of stuff really helps. If you're a band and you want to sound good, sound is your
It's
number
100%
one.
number
Oh my
one.
God, that's I'm still learning sound. I'm a technical engineer more than a sound engineer.
No, me too, man.
My
Me
ears
too.
suck.
No, to
But
have
no,
someone like Bernie
Bernie,
is
oh my
priceless.
Bernie, I mean, we barely hit just a little piece of this guy right here, for lack of a better term. Bernie, like you all know now, he's in Ceiba, sax player. He's in August, sax player. He's in Run for Cover, one of the longest and other oldest bands in the valley here in the South Valley, sax player. He runs all the sound for almost every single show out of Crawdaddy's and has for 15 years. And Crawdaddy's is one of the biggest promotion venues in this town.
Yes.
You want to go to a good show, an amazing, oh my freaking God show, there is no better than Keith Korsgaard and Crawdaddy's. And right here, this guy Bernie, he does their sound. He's also in the symphony orchestra that plays there for all of their Crawdads events that are for like Sinatra and things of that nature.
The Elvis show.
Yeah, the Elvis show. Anything that has that style of music, he's up there with the multi-piece brass orchestra doing his thing. And let's talk about that for a quick second while we got him here and we have the ability to talk about some other stuff here. So go to, just one quick second since we're talking about him. Yeah, we're good. Go here and here and here and here. And let's talk about this. Our buddy here is going to do the music on this, the sound on this show. It's coming up at Crawdaddy's, 333 East Main Street. There is a Tuesday show, September 26th. I am sure it is quite sold out because they're now posting for the Wednesday show, the 27th, and it's probably soon to sell out as well. You can call down there. It's the best way to get tickets, 625-5300. And you can get loaded up. Second floor, great show. It's going to be Foreigner and Bad Code together.
Don't want to miss it.
Yeah, not at all. It's going to be a good one. I would be there if I were you. So let's go back to the world we were in, Ceiba world. And, man, you guys just, I don't know. There's so much good to talk about. I don't know where to end. You guys are great. You guys do so much good work in the community. You're giving back emotionally in the world of music and sound. Like I said, your works, the way you arrange, you could put almost anything together and probably turn it into the proper song. And so that's a kind of a neat thing. I like that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no. Like I said, we have a super special band right now, and we've just grown as we've gone. We've lost players, gained players, but I feel like right now, we have a really good squad. Shout out to our squad. It's Lewis on vocals. We have the horn section, which is Bernie, Chase.
Chase.
Those are the two that we're running right now. We had three, but like I said, sometimes it's just a little.
Just the scheduling.
Yeah. So shout out to Julian, Felipe.
Yes.
Those guys are our horn players as well. And then Omar on bass. Jose Esparza on the drums. We just got Kiki from another band from the Fresno area called Belmont Sound System.
Kiki.
Wow.
Shout out Kiki.
Hey,
Kiki on the
yes.
solo.
Yeah.
Who's an awesome player, really cool personality. And then, me and Jaime is the other guy. I was like, who am I missing? But Jaime is another one.
When you have so many band members, you forget.
Yeah. It's always been kind of the four horsemen. It's me, Luis, Omar, and Jaime, and we've always just kind of just no matter what happens, we always just say, hey, we have the four, and we build on top of that, and we're trying to see it as a different kind of thing, not just a band. We want to we don't really have anything that, like, if these guys leave, I'm still going to be making the music regardless, so
Right.
it's more of a lifestyle is what I'm trying to say. It's not
absolutely.
we don't want to make it as group. We're all friends, we all hang out, our families hang out together, our kids hang out together, so yeah, we have a really special thing, and we're just going to keep it going. And big shout out to the CVMAs for continuing to nominate us and keep pushing these local bands to do these things, and to I thought this was really cool, this award show. I think it's the third year.
Yes,
it's
this
the
is
third
the
year.
third annual.
Yeah,
And
it's and it's really cool.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
they
like
got a
you
great thing
match
going.
3 categories, third annual.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go.
maybe
yeah.
that's a good luck charm for you.
Yeah, we'll see. So
We'll
now
see.
they made best band and best reggae band. So they kind of
Yeah,
split it up.
yeah. That way,
Yeah, they added the
categorically,
category, which is
you
cool.
Right.
have a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's,
I
it's
think it
more
makes sense.
defined.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, well, yeah. Well, I want to take this time right now to thank George and Bernie for coming aboard and having a good talk about a good band, actually a great band. And we look forward to having you on. You guys can come on anytime, talk about upcoming venues, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
It was
Appreciate
really
it.
good talking to you.
Yes.
We'll be back on Thursday night, 7 p.m. if I'm not on before that for our other events that come. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you
Signing
for
out.
having us.
Thank you for tuning in to the show. If you or anybody you know is hosting an event in the South Valley, please let us know. Tell us and our viewers what you are doing, where it's at, and why. Let Central Valley Nights be your voice. We are here to make you heard and known. For booking information, contact Troy at ambercollaborative@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. See you next Thursday. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. The Amber Collaborative on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good night.